Hello students, welcome you to Trice e-learning platform. Here we are continuing with question number 12 and the question is, show that the relation R defined in set A of all triangles as R equal to given as T1 comma T2, T1 is similar to T2 is equivalence relation. This is what you have to prove. This is going to be an equivalence relation. Consider three right angle triangles and there is a second question over here. So first we will do first one. What is set A? This is set A which says collection of all triangles and the relation is defined from this set A and the relation is T1 comma T2. And what is this T1 and T2? T1 is similar to T2 means T1 is similar to T2. In 10th class you already have studied what is similar triangle. So can we say one triangle is similar to itself? Yes, of course. It is always possible. If whatever the triangle is there, this is a triangle, then this triangle is similar to this triangle itself, of course. So that is always true. So here we can say T1 comma T2, and if T2 is T1, then T1 comma T1 belongs to this R, which means this is going to be reflexive relation. Reflexive for all T1 belongs to this set A. Right, so this is going to be reflexive. Next is we have to check it for symmetric, as you know that. So here we will take T1, T2. If T1 is similar to T2 and this is belonging to R, since T1 is similar to T2, therefore can we say T2 is similar to T1? Of course, same thing we are saying but in opposite way. So T2 comma T1 will also belongs to this R and therefore this is going to be a symmetric relation. This is a symmetric relation. Now we will check it for transitive relation. So if we say T1 T2 belongs to R and T2 T3 that also belongs to R, therefore can we say T1 comma T3 that also will belongs to R? Of course, if T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3, therefore can we say, of course we can say T1 is similar to T3 and that's why this one also will belongs to R and therefore it is transitive. And if a relation is all this reflexive, symmetric and transitive, we will say the given relation is an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation, right? So this was very easy. Now what it says next, consider three right angle triangles. So we have the three right angle triangles. So you write it first so that I can erase. Fine. So here we have the three triangles. T1 triangle we have, and here its sides are given as 3, 4, 5. T2 is another triangle. Its sides are also given as 5, 12, 13. T3 is another triangle and its sides are given as 6, 8, 10. Alright. Which triangle among T1, T2, T3 are related? Means which one is similar triangle? Because here we are relating this when they are similar. So which these two triangles, any two or all these three are related? So we have to check it. If you know that if there is one triangle, then if this is of the same kind of a triangle will appear once again, then only we will say similar triangle. Then in that case what we observe, sides ratio, let us suppose this is A, B, C and let us suppose this is P, start from here, P, Q, R. So if we say AB upon PQ is equal to AC upon PR is equal to BC upon QR, means sides ratios are equal, then only we say triangle. This is a theorem you already have studied in class 10th. Triangle PQR is similar triangle, yes or no? So we will just check which two sides ratios are equal. Like if we will take 3 by 5, 4 by 12, this is not going to be equal sides ratios, no. But if you will take 3 by 6, what we will get? 1 by 2. 4 by 8, we will get 1 by 2. 5 by 10, this is also 1 by 2. So we can say 3 by 6 is equal to 4 by 8 is equal to 5 by 10, and that is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore triangle T1 is related to T3 since T1 is similar to T3 over here, right? So in this way we will conclude with this question number 12. This is done now. Now moving ahead to question number 13. Here what it says, show that the relation R defined in the set A of all polygons. Here set A is a collection of all polygons as are equal to P1 comma P2 such that P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. So here P1 and P2 represent number of sides. What it is represent? Just it represent number of sides. So we will now do this question number 13, and the question we already have read this. Set A is a collection of, what is that? Just check it out. Set A is a collection of all polygons, right? Okay. And relation R is defined in this way: P1 comma P2 such that P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. When we will consider those polygons? When they will have the same number of sides. Here, so we can write it as number of sides of P1 is equal to number of sides of P2, isn't it? So this is what it is given, is an equivalence relation. That's what we have to prove it first. So can we say P1 is related with P1 itself? Of course this is possible now. Of course it is always going to be possible. If you have a triangle, then again you are taking triangle, then number of sides are equal, then that triangle is, let us suppose that triangle is a right angle triangle, then again you can take a right angle triangle. You have a choice and you can take that the right choice to make it a reflexive relation. So this is going to be a reflexive relation. Now we will check it for symmetric relation. For checking symmetric relation, if P1 P2 are P1 number of sides of polygon P1 is equal to number of sides of polygon P2, then of course if these two are related, then can we say P2 comma P1 will also belongs to R, and hence we can say this is going to be a symmetric relation. This is going to be a symmetric relation. Now we will check for transitive relation also, because then only we can talk about its equivalence relation. So here when we say P1 comma P2 belongs to R and P2 comma P3 that also belongs to R, then can we say P1 and P3 also belongs to R? Because here it is only representing number of sides. So let us suppose here the number of sides are 4, then this also need to be 4, because number of sides always need to be equal, then only we will consider those pairs. So if this is 4, then this is also going to be 4, and if this number of sides are 4, then here also whatever the polygon we will take, that number of sides also need to be equal to 4. So here you just observe this 4 and this 4 is also going to be 4 only. So of course this is a transitive relation. This is going to be a transitive relation, and hence we can say it is an equivalence relation, right? So this is now done. Next, in this question, what is the set of all elements in A related to right angle triangle with sides 3, 4 and 5. So what kind of elements you have to take for another, let us suppose a polygon P1 which is represented by a triangle T, and its sides are given over here 3, 4 and 5. So what you need to take this P2. This P2 you can take any triangle, right? Because here it's saying that from where you have to generate this P1 means from where you are going to take. If there will be availability in set A, then only you are going to take it. So here set A need to be a collection of all triangles. Just if there is a collection of all triangles in that triangle itself, this one is also possible, and we can take that particular triangle also, right? And we can make this kind of the relation, right? Okay, so that will be the answer, collection of all triangle. So in that there will be a right angle triangle. Okay, now moving ahead to question number 14. Question number 14, you can say, sir, collection of all right angle triangles. Yes, that also going to be accepted because you have to take only right angle triangles. So right angle, of course, that can be possible, and you can make that those two triangles as equivalence relation, isn't it? Okay, now moving to question number 14. Question number 14 is what? Let L be the set of all lines in xy plane. L is a set of all lines in xy plane. So I am just going to draw one xy plane. So this is what? X dash, this is y dash, and here L is what? Set of all lines in xy plane. There are all lines are there, so many lines are there, and collection of all line is set A. Collection of all lines is set A, and we are making a relation. This relation is defined in this way: L1 comma L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. We will not take any random pair, we will take only those pair which will be parallel, means L1 is parallel to L2, and this is going to be possible when this is a line. If we have taken this is like L1, then we have to take this is going to be L2, or this is going to be L3. We are going to take this kind of the lengths only, right? But if we are taking a line like this, let us suppose L4, then we have to take another line. Again, this need to be parallel, right? Exact parallel. Then only we will be taking this kind of lines, right? Okay, so here can we say any line is parallel to itself? Of course, that is always going to be possible. So here we can say L1 comma L1 will belongs to this particular R, and hence it's going to be a reflexive relation. First of all, we have to prove this is an equivalence relation. Just check it out. Show that R is an equivalence relation. So how can we prove it? By proving it reflexive. And then if we can say if L1 comma L2 belongs to R, means if L1 is parallel to L2, then can we say L2 is also parallel to L1? That also will belongs to R, and hence it is going to be a symmetric relation. Right, now we have to find for transitive relation. So here L1 comma L2 belongs to R, and L2 comma L3 belongs to R. Then can we say L1 is also parallel to L3? Of course it is going to be parallel, just check it. L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is parallel to L3, then L1 is also parallel to L3. Of course it is always correct, and hence it is going to be a transitive, and hence going to be an equivalence relation. You will write in detail. Okay, now find the set of all lines related to line y equal to 2x plus 4. There is one line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Let's suppose this kind of the line, here it is y equal to 2x plus 4. So what are those other kind of lines? So here we will vary this, we will not vary its slope, we will vary its intercept. We call this one as intercept, you know that, right? Okay, so here we call this one as intercept. So this intercept can vary, this intercept, if this is a line, so this line can vary in this way. All those lines are going to be parallel. So here slope is going to be say, so here for a line L1 which is y equal to 2x plus 4, a parallel line L2, that is going to be y is equal to 2x plus, we can vary the intercept, so intercept can be any value c, where c belongs to any real number, right? Any real number, whether it is going to be positive or negative, we will accept all those values. Even we can accept 4 also, because that the same line is parallel to that same line itself, right? So this is going to be the answer for this second part of this question. Now we are going to take next question. Now question number 15, what it says, let R be relation in the set is given as 1 2 3 4, given by R is equal to some elements are written over here for this relation. Choose the correct answer. So first of all, we have to check what is this, like reflexive, symmetric or transitive. So one by one we are going to check. Here how many elements we have in set A? 1 2 3 4. If this relation is going to be a reflexive relation, then 1 1 2 2 3 3 and 4 4 all are there. Yes, so this is going to be a reflexive. So R is what? A reflexive relation. And you know why? Because 1 1 2 2 3 3 all those 4 4 all those pairs are available over here, right? This is going to be a reflexive. So this is going to be a reflexive. Now we'll check it for symmetric. 1 comma 2 is there. Now 2 comma 1 is there? No. 1 comma 2 belongs to R, but 2 comma 1 doesn't belongs to this particular relation. Therefore it is not symmetric. Now we'll check it for transitive relation. Here like it is A comma B. Now B comma C, let us suppose this is a B comma C. So A comma C is going to be 1 comma 2. Yes, it is there. So it's okay. We'll accept this one because other nowhere it's starting with 2. So this is we already checked. Now we will take this one as a reference, AB. Now from where that 2 is starting? Nowhere. Okay, so we will proceed with this. We'll say this is going to be a transitive relation. Now we will check for the next element 1 1. This is like A comma B. So here starting with B means, and here it is C. So A comma C need to be 1 comma 2. Of course 1 comma 2 is there, right? Okay. Now anywhere else? Yeah, this is like now AB, then here it is again BC. So AC need to be there. So 1 comma 3. Now 1 comma 3, yes, it is already there. So this is also okay for transitive relation. Now similarly we'll check for this. Now here 4 comma 4. B is there, but B comma C is not there. We will not check for anything. We'll proceed with it. Now we'll check for this element A comma B. Now B comma C. A comma C is going to be 1 comma 3. Yes, it is there. Okay. Now here if it is B comma C, now A comma C is going to be 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 is yes over here available. So this is also okay. Now we'll check for this element A comma B. Now B comma C is going to be this one. So A comma C need to be 3 comma 2. Yes, it is already there. Now anywhere else starting with 3? No. This is also okay for transitive relation. And the last element is also remain to check. Now we are checking this one A comma B. Now from where it's starting with 2. So let's check it. Here it is starting. So this is like B comma C. So what is going to be A comma C? 3 comma 2. So what is the 3 comma 2? Yes, it is already available over here. So all elements are passing for transitive relation. So how will write it? A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, which implies A comma C also belonging to R. Therefore the given relation is transitive. So which option is going to be correct for this? It is going to be reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. Option B is going to be the correct option over here. Now we are moving to question number 16. Let R be a relation in set N. N means what? Natural number. So here elements are going to be 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. And R is defined in this way: A comma B such that A is equal to B minus 2. And here there is a condition, B will be always greater than 6. Choose the correct answer. So B need to be greater than 6. So this option is invalid. Yes, we have to check for these other options. So if we are keeping B as 8 as it is suggested in option, so if let B is equal to 8 or 7, B is equal to 7, we will check first. So what is A? From here we will get 7 minus 2, that is going to be 5. So 5 comma 7 need to be one element in this particular relation, but there is no 5 comma 7. Here it is written 8 comma 7. So this is also rejected. This is rejected. Now we will check for 8. When b is equal to 8, what will be a? 8 minus 2, that is going to be 6. So what will be the element? 6 comma 8, that will belongs to this particular relation. 6 comma 8, this option is correct, right? So option C is the correct option. With this we complete exercise 1.1. Thank you so much.